Hey my friends, this is Daniel Alley, and today I want to talk with you about how to help homeless people. You know, throughout the years, I've traveled to so many different cities, and I've seen thousands of homeless people. And in this video, I want to share with you not only why they exist, but what you can do to better serve them. And if you understand what I'm saying in this video, you're never going to see a homeless person the same way again. So please listen up. So the first reason why they exist is to test you, right? God is using these people to test your intentions. And a lot of times when we see homeless people, we have different thoughts, right? Some people are very empathetic. They can put themselves in other people's shoes. They can see exactly how a homeless person lives and feel those emotions, right? But there's other people who are the exact opposite, right? They have a belief that homeless people will take advantage of their money, right? They're taking advantage of their streets just to make others feel guilty. So what you need to do is to understand why homeless people exist in the first place and what you need to do to become a better person so that you can help them. So the second reason why they exist is so that you can help them, right? Now that God has shown you your intentions and what you think about them, now it's your choice to help them. You can help them by giving them advice. You can help them by listening to their story. You can help them by giving them money. You can help them by providing them with food or blankets or whatever else you feel is necessary to put them in a better predicament. But either way, the key is to understand them, because you don't know where they came from, right? You cannot make assumptions. Just because they're dirty, just because they're old, just because they look raggedy, doesn't mean that you can judge them. In fact, that's the last thing that God wants us to do. The last thing He wants us to do is to make an assumption about this person's life. But what He really wants us to do is to think about our own lives, right? He wants us to realize that we actually have many blessings. He wants us to realize that we are in a better situation to help these people. And if you ever feel down about your own situation, what you need to do is to go out in the streets and help someone who's in a worse situation. Because the best way to solve your own problems is to help people who have bigger problems than you do. And if you do this, you're gonna find that blessings will come to you in so many different ways. Not only will you be able to bless others, but God, knowing your heart, will be able to bless you. Now, you have to understand that this is a very powerful law of manifestation. Because if you are in a situation where you can help other people but you're not doing it, then God knows, right? He knows that He cannot bless you even more because you are not helping the people that are right in front of you. And so He's gonna cut off your blessings or keep it to a limit until you realize, you know what? I am in a better situation than many of the people around me in the surrounding cities. And the moment you decide to extend your hand to help these people is the moment He is going to decide to bless you. So ask yourself, have I been ignorant? Have I been ignoring the fact that these people actually exist? Or have you been indifferent, knowing that they're in that situation for a reason, but not feeling like you can help them because it's their own responsibility? Or even worse, have you been indignant, right? Maybe you know that this is a luxury strip and these people are clogging up the aisles by putting themselves in the situation and taking away the luxury that you could fully enjoy. Either way, the test that God is trying to give you is to make you realize if you've been ignorant, if you've been indifferent, or if you've been indignant towards homeless people. So what I want you to do is to question yourself. I want you to check your intention and ask yourself, why are these people in this situation? Is it because of their own responsibility? Is it because of the government? Is it to test my reactions, right? Put yourself in that situation and ask yourself, what does this mean and what can I do to better myself as a person so that I can help the helpless? And the third reason why God puts homeless people in front of you is so that you can understand the blessings that He allows you to enjoy. Because the truth is that life can be unfair to some people. And if you are going around thinking that you've established success on your own power, on your own status, with your own money, then you're just fooling yourself, right? What I'm saying to you is that God has positioned you to be in a home, right? If you have a home, He has positioned you to enjoy that home because he has favored your life, right? He has positioned you to enjoy that restaurant, and when you walk out of it, you might see some homeless people where you might help a little bit, but when you drive home, he forces you to think about them so you can have greater gratitude in your life. Or for instance, you might walk out of a restaurant and you might see homeless people lined up on the street, and you might try to help them as much as you can, but as you drive home, he wants you to think about the kind of life that he gave you, what you need to do to stay further engaged so you can give him all the gratitude. So one of the reasons why God puts homeless people in front of us is so that we can reduce our selfishness, so that we can realize what we need to do to manifest the fruits of righteousness. And the more we think about God, the less we think about ourselves. And the less we think about ourselves, the more we can help the people who need it the most. So if we're walking out of a luxury store or a 5-star hotel or a big restaurant, God wants us to come back to dust, basically, so we can realize that he is a creator. Because a lot of times people forget that when they become wealthy, they didn't do it by their strength, right? They did it because a lot of things happen along the way. And if a lot of things happen along the way, you have to give credit where credit is due. You cannot take all that credit for yourself and say, oh, it's because I did it. Because if you do that, then you're going to forget that there's much more work to do. And that's where people fail, right? Because they think, I made it. I helped the people who helped me. But the moment they walk out in the streets, they realize that there's so many people who are so helpless that they need to assist as well. So that is the test, right? That is the way that God gets our attention. Because the moment we think we did everything is the moment we realize we didn't do anything. My friends, I just shared with you exactly how to take care of the homeless. If you like this video, please share it with someone who really needs it. And do your best to understand all situations from all people so that you can become a better person in the end. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you have any thoughts, because I know I couldn't cover every single facet of this subject, please leave it in the section below, because I want to hear your thoughts too. Guys, this is Daniel Ali. I look forward to your success, and I look forward to you helping the helpless where they need it the most. I'll see you guys on the next video, and I look forward to everything you do for the rest of your life. Take care.